What kind of problem did you have at your community that you were trying to solve?
We are a very large community, and so we were having issues with people taking responsibility and picking up after their dogs. So we were getting resident complaints from other pet owners who were responsible and frustrated that fellow pet owners were not, and then residents who are not pet owners not wanting to step in other people's dog's poop.
That seems like a reasonable problem to solve.
Yeah.
Okay, and did you have any concerns about how, your existing residents would react before you implemented, the Poo Prints product?
Most definitely, for sure. We were worried that we weren't going to get response from people, so we were worried that we were going to commit to this program and not have 100% of our residents sign up.
I see.
So that was a big concern.
Mm-hmm.
But then we were also just worried that current pet owners who are responsible maybe would see this as something negative that they're having to sign up for, even though they're being responsible, which thankfully wasn't the case. We had great response from it.
Okay, so after you implemented the no vacancy Poo Prints program, what was the general reaction, post implementation?
Sure. We got a lot of phone calls and emails from current residents. Again, pet owners and not who felt like this was a great thing to be doing to hold people accountable. And those were kind of the vocal responses, but honestly, even before we had all of the pets registered, we noticed an instant change in how much waste we were having to pick up around the property. I think just the fear of getting caught caused a lot of the offenders to stop right away.
Okay, great. And then, how did the DNA collection process go for you and your staff?
It went pretty well. There were probably 20% of residents that we ended up having to follow up with and have them come in on a weekend, or we did set up one late evening to have kind of that extra time where residents could come in if our normal office hours didn't work in their schedule. In general, it went really well.
Okay.
We had residents set up appointments with us.
Okay. Okay. And then, I think you've touched on this a little bit, but do you feel like the Poo Prints product actually solved your problem?
I do. Yeah. It has helped us operational-wise and just not having to pick up as much waste.
Mm-hmm.
But also for like a resident satisfaction, it has really helped us with current residents. Some people who had said that they were thinking about not renewing, and this has solved the problem basically. We've only had maybe 2 or 3 that we've had to actually take samples from that people have left on the grounds. In general, things are getting picked up now.
That's great. And then, lastly, is, the no vacancy Poo Prints product, is that something that you would recommend to colleagues, with dog-friendly communities?
It is, yeah. I've already spoken to some colleagues within our company, letting them know that we've done this and it's working here. But for sure, to others, I would as well. It's, again, it's something that even if you don't have to enforce by taking a sample, it seems that people knowing that it's there is enough to solve issues. So
That's great. Awesome. Hey, I really appreciate your comments and your time, Emily.